Jesus said, "I tell you most solemnly, anyone who does not enter the sheepfold through the gate, but gets in some other way, is a thief and a brigand. The one who enters through the gate is the shepherd of the flock. The gatekeeper lets him in, the sheep hear his voice. One by one he calls his own sheep and leads them out. When he has brought out his flock, he goes ahead of them, and the sheep follow, because they know his voice. They never follow a stranger, but run away from him. They do not recognize the voice of strangers." Jesus told them this parable, but they failed to understand what he meant by telling it to them. So Jesus spoke to them again. "I tell you most solemnly, I am the gate of the sheepfold. All others who have come are thieves and brigands, but the sheep took no notice of them. I am the gate. Anyone who enters through me will be safe. He will go freely in and out and be sure of finding pasture. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that you may have life and have it to the full."
You are my shepherd, you are my friend. I want to follow you always, just to follow my friend. Your goodness and your love will be with me all of my life. You are my shepherd, you are my friend. I want to follow you always, just to follow my friend.
I came across a lovely little Spanish legend the other day. It says that when someone dies and they're knocking on the pearly gates of heaven, St. Peter comes out to greet them, and he asks them a strange question. He says, "Did you make the most of all the joys that God offered in life?" And if they say no, Peter replies, "I'm sorry, my friend, I can't let you in. Not yet. If you didn't make the most of the joys of life, how can you be prepared for the absolute joys of the kingdom of heaven? I'm sorry, I'm going to have to send you back for a while to get some more experience." The way some people, religious people, talk about following Jesus, they make it sound as if it's all about prohibition and restriction, about carrying burdens and crosses, at least looking for crosses to carry. Does that sound like the image of a loving shepherd that Jesus paints in today's gospel? I don't think so. I think Jesus is calling us to life, not just a promise of some distant life in the future, but an experience of life here and now, an experience of peace and joy even now. Not falling out laughing all the time, not partying wildly all the time, but real joy, real peace, real contentment. That's what following the voice of the shepherd is all about. Sheep follow the shepherd because they recognize his voice and know that he leads them to safe pasture, to life. That's what we're called to believe as well. That following Jesus, the Good Shepherd, is what leads to life. A true experience of life, not just a promise in the future, but now. That's what discernment is all about. Discernment is about listening for the voice of the shepherd. Life is full of so many voices, so many people telling us what to do and how to do it and what not to do. How can you tell which is the shepherd? Which is the voice that leads to life? Which is the voice that leads to joy? That's what we're being invited to listen for the voice that leads us to real life, to know the joys that God is offering to us here and now, so that we are prepared for the absolute joys that are promised.